What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. Today I am doing a video on our boy DSP, aka Hulk Hogan Lover, aka WWE Champions Lover, aka Gotcha Game Mobile Addict. Yeah, so essentially what I wanted to do was I wanted to go through his daily rap video. Apparently our boy had a very bad night yesterday and didn't hit his tip goals, didn't hit many of his goals that he was hoping to get with his game Fable. He thought that this was going to bring in the views, this was going to make him the money so that he can pay his bills, so that he can play WWE Gotcha games, and it just did not pan out. Coupled with the fact that his first stream earlier, Batman, didn't go so well either. I mean, he averaged, I think, maybe $70, but you know, for our boy Phil, if he's not hitting the tier 2 tip go and wearing a silly hat, it's just not a good day. Like he likes to say, just wasn't fun. I didn't have any fun. So let's get into the video. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to skip around a little bit because initially it's pretty boring. So I'll skip into the part that I want to focus on. So let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. Tip me so I could catch up on back. Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for Tuesday, the 26th of July, 2022. Of course, I'm Dark Side Phil, and let's talk about everything that went down today. On today's episode of the Level 1 podcast, I went through my history with the Batman Arkham series, but notably, my history with Batman Arkham Asylum. Today, we decided that we were going to start up Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered, also known as Return to Arkham Asylum, which came in third place in the Viewer's Choice poll, and incidentally was the game that the members of DSP Gaming chose as the playthrough they wanted to see most this summer.
Okay, so here we go again. He's lining it up where he's blaming his viewers for selecting a game that didn't bring him any money. And he does this all the time. He actually does it again with Fable, which was a disaster stream yesterday. If you guys didn't check out my video, please do so. I think he made 18 bucks, and he was just a very sad person. So, all right, let's keep going.
Since we were starting that up today, I figured, hey, why not give my history with the franchise, starting with Batman Arkham Asylum back in 2009. I explained many things about how it was a very important playthrough for me. It was actually the first playthrough where, unlike all the other games that I had played up to that point on YouTube, instead of just playing them as like a 2-hour night session after my job, I took time off of work to play this one, which was a very special thing because back then there was no one who was getting special advanced copies. There were no, preferred streamers or YouTubers who got these things weeks in advance and had full playthroughs and streams up of them early. It was all
the salt. He can never let anything go. 14 years and he's still complaining about not getting early access. God, what a man child. Anyway, I'm gonna forward it a little bit because he just goes on for the next minute and a half about his history with Batman, which no one cares about. By the way, give me a big ups, give me a thumbs up if you love old man DSP back in the videos. He looks much better than his regular self. So
right now, if you didn't know. And it's neat because when I first played the game, I myself and uploaded the content, which is nice. So I had a really good time with it today. People seem to really enjoy the first run. And in addition, a lot of people have said that this is going to be a meaningful playthrough to them because this is one of the first things I ever played on YouTube back in the day that got a lot of notoriety and views. And a lot of people discovered me.
Oh God, he just puts me to sleep.
And so to see me play it only the second time, that's right, this is only the second time I'm ever playing this game over all these years, you know, is pretty neat. So everything went well. Support was pretty good. I mean, was it amazing over the top support? No. But was it good support? Yeah, I was pleased. Engagement was great. We had tons of likes. Again, people helping me with the game. It went really well. I had a good time.
I'm glad our boy DSP is pleased by the amount of tips that he received.
Okay. It couldn't be more of the opposite for the late stream. Seriously. Tonight, I decided to take Fable Anniversary and flip it from a daytime stream to a late night chill stream. I didn't know how much I had left in the game.
Q Whiterun.
I only had an hour left in the game. We played through it. The last hour of the game is incredibly boring. You have 2 boss fights. One is against, well, without spoiling, One's supposed to be a twist surprise boss fight, and the other one is obviously the guy, Jack of Blades, who has been the villain pretty much the whole game. They suck. They're very poorly designed. They're not interesting at all. The final run to the final boss...
Uninteresting boss played by an uninteresting streamer.
...is a joke. You literally run by everyone and don't have to fight anything, just like you're playing old school Halo, which is really ridiculous. But then again, keep in mind this game is from 2004, and they didn't change any of the gameplay mechanics or anything like that for this anniversary run. They just basically updated the graphics, you see? So...
which is what you love.
It was kind of dated, and by the time that I finished it, I was like, wow. Took an hour, I beat it, and people are like, oh, there's optional DLC content. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm bored. The game...
You didn't want to do it and you were bored because you had only made $14 up to that point, and that was the reason why. That's why you stopped playing the game and went to your impromptu QA and thought, okay, this will get me at least to my tier 1 tip goal, which it didn't, and that pissed you off.
Honestly, I don't feel like I liked it as much this time as I did 8 years ago, and I don't know if 8 years ago it was just because it was an isolated playthrough that was a quick one that I was able to...
It was because you didn't make any money off of it.
...play and experience at a time when it was very hectic for me. Back then, I was in the midst of 2014. I was preparing to move across the country. I was traveling a lot that year, house hunting, and then preparing for the move and everything. So maybe at that time, it was just a different experience because I wasn't doing interactive streams, and it was just, I don't know. I feel like the game is very dated, and I feel like Fable 2 and 3 are better. What's funny is people said I reviewed Fable Anniversary 8 years ago and said it's the best game in the franchise. I liked it better than 2 and 3. I don't even know how I could possibly say that because the game is so basic and dated, and it basically wasn't very entertaining to me this time around, just being honest. So, effectively, I'm done with Fable. However, this throws a monkey wrench into our plans for tomorrow. Because originally what we were doing is there was a poll live on the main channel page of DSP Gaming that you guys have been voting on since this morning's podcast. And it has 4 options for tomorrow's streams. Option number 1, Final Fantasy VII and more Fable Anniversary. Option number 2, Final Fantasy VII and Multiverses. Option number 3, more Batman and Fable Anniversary. And option number 4, more Batman and Multiverses. Well, guess what? We're done with Fable. It's off the table. So it's not even an option. That means really all that matters is your vote for either Final Fantasy or Batman, okay? So if you already voted, don't worry, your vote still counts. If you haven't voted yet, it doesn't matter which option you vote for Final Fantasy or Batman. Your vote is only going to count for Final Fantasy or Batman. So even though there's 4 options, it essentially just means there's 2 options, either Final Fantasy VII or Batman. So whatever you vote, I'll count, and overnight in the morning, we'll add the percents together or whatever, and we'll figure out which one won, Final Fantasy or Batman, and that will be the main gameplay stream tomorrow. All right, tomorrow night is going to be Multiverses no matter what. The good news is, someone told me that they have changed up the characters available. Because this is the open beta, they made 5 different characters unlock that you can now play from the get-go without having to spend the in-game currency, which is kind of neat that they did that for variety purposes. So now I'll probably try out other characters who I didn't play with yet, which would be pretty cool.
The last time he played that game, I think he made 20 bucks. So expect him to, if he makes a low tips again, he's going to crucify the game.
And then whatever wins the poll will be played on the first stream. Whatever loses the poll will actually be what's on the first stream on Friday. Keep in mind, Friday night is Friday Night Fights. Saturday is the big marathon closet clean-out event, which means regularly scheduled gameplay streams won't resume until Sunday. And we're going to have an opening. We got to figure out what we want to start playing now for late night streams. And we're going to have lots of options, right? We could go and get something off of PlayStation Plus. We could go on Game Pass for a night and see what's on there. We haven't been on Game Pass in a very long time. So we could jump on there and see what's new and what's been added and if there's anything on there. We could look at Nintendo Online games, classics. There's a lot of options, all right? So we got to think about this over the next few days to determine what's a new late night stream that we want to start up sooner rather than later, because we don't have another option for a late night game right now, okay? All right, guys, thank you. Today was a great streaming day, but what I will say is this. The late stream tonight, Fable, almost no support. I think I made $16 in tips and almost nothing else. And sadly, I hate to say it, with Multiverses the last couple of nights, right, has kind of been similar situation. And I hope that it's not a pattern.
Let's cue Whiterun again.
I hope that the late night streams now, for some odd reason, are always going to be low support. I don't know what's been going on.
Pimp, I'm going to answer this. You're boring. You oversaturate the market with your brand. you're on 6 days a week for what, from 1:30, no, from 2 o'clock all the way to 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, all the way to 12:30, 1 o'clock a.m. in the morning. You're on. You're boring. You're boring as hell. You keep playing the same stupid games. You keep or the same type of games. You're not entertaining. You belittle your chat. You don't allow people to talk in chat about other things. You won't talk about other topics. You just want everyone to focus on you and your crappy gameplay. And you're terrible at the games. You need help. And all you do is playing horrible, boring, retro games. And you're not interesting. And that's the reason why nobody comes to your late night streams and support. And also, you keep begging for people to pay for member donations and gift subs or gifted memberships. That takes away from their money to be able to tip you, which you haven't been able to get correlate. You assume your deadheads have unlimited pockets, unlimited cash in their pockets, which they don't.
Regards to certain games I'm playing on late night streams, but yeah, it is a little bit worrying and disheartening when, you know, I'm doing my best to do variety. Like last night I tried to do Fighters History, almost no support whatsoever. Multiverses, almost no support whatsoever, with like a Hail Mary contribution thrown in at each stream. So like almost every late stream this week didn't do well. While the daytime streams are still doing decently, that's a concern. You know, maybe we need to get better stuff into the late night streams. Maybe what I can do is alternate multiverses with another chill game to get variety, but we have to figure out what's that other game, right? That's gonna make sense in that slot. So let's think about it, okay? Guys, thank you. I'll see you in the morning for whatever you vote for, and multiverses on the late stream, all right? Peace out. See you then.
I don't get it with this guy. Expect a beg video coming out where he's gonna need support and money and everything else, especially where his that might come out today. I think he's scheduled to be off on Thursday. So yeah, our boy will probably be doing major begging today for tips so that he can have his dinner with his one dinner out with his wife, grocery shopping, pet food supply shopping, pay his bills. What is it? Today's the 27th, so it's close to the end of the month. So I'm pretty sure he got 2 made up bills that he's gonna have to pay for. So expect that today. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Crying emojis in the chats. Peace out.